You want to know the funniest thing about pain? It doesn't knock. It doesn't creep. It just rips the door off its hinges and makes itself at home. I used to think suffering had a purpose, that maybe if you hurt long enough, you'd come out the other side with some kind of wisdom, some kind of reward. But no, pain is a parasite. It doesn't build you. It eats you alive. People love the idea of scars, like they're trophies. But they don't see the bleeding that never stops. They don't hear the screaming behind the smile. They want a hero with a broken past, but a spotless soul. They want not the monster. They want the mask, not the man. I've looked in the mirror so long, I stopped recognizing who was staring back. That face. It's a lie sculpted by agony. Every laugh you've ever heard from me was just a scream dressed in makeup. Do you know what it's like to be born in fire and be told to feel warm? They called me crazy. They called me lost. But you can't lose what was never found. I didn't break. I was shattered the moment I opened my eyes in this circus called life. They say monsters are made, not born. Then explain to me why the monsters always wear smiles first. Why the kindest eyes become the coldest. Why the loudest laughs come from the darkest corners. It's simple. This world teaches you how to burn and then blames you for the ashes. They want order in a world built on chaos. They want peace in a mind that was never quiet. And me, I just stopped pretending. That's the difference. They still cling to the illusion. But not me. I let the darkness speak. I gave it a microphone. I handed it the spotlight. Because if you're going to be a joke, you might as well be the punchline. I used to beg for mercy in silence. Now I make the silence beg for me. I don't want your sympathy. I want your attention. I want your fear. Because fear is honest. Pain is honest. Smiles. Those are just contracts signed in denial. Every time someone told me to get better, what they really meant was, get quieter. Make me comfortable. But I wasn't made to comfort. I was made to confront. You think I enjoy this? No. But I've learned to survive it. And surviving becomes a performance after a while. You don't live. You perform existence. You clap for your own pain just to fill the silence. You laugh so the walls don't hear you cry. You dance on the graves of your own dreams because they were never yours to begin with. They teach you to hope just so they can take it away. They dangle love like a carrot, then bury you in loneliness when you reach for it. You ever wonder why villains always monologue? It's not ego. It's because no one ever listened before. It's the only time we get to speak without being interrupted by pity or prescriptions. I am not your warning. I am not your tragedy. I am the consequence. I am the answer to every question you ignored. They wanted a monster, so I gave them one. I fed on their fear. I grew on their silence. You think pain makes you stronger. No, it just teaches you how to bleed without making a sound. I stopped screaming because the echoes started laughing back. I stopped hoping because the sky never answered. And when you finally realize no one's coming to save you, that's when you become dangerous. That's when you stop looking for the light and start becoming the fire. They told me to smile through it, so I carved it in. They told me to forget, so I remembered everything, every lie, every bruise, every goodbye. And I built a throne from them. Pain doesn't go away, it evolves, it transforms. It becomes your identity, and if you're not careful, it becomes your language, your religion, your home. I live there now, among the screams, among the shadows, and I like the view, because when everything is broken, there's nothing left to lose. You see, people are funny. They love redemption stories, but only if you redeem on their terms. Not mine. I don't want to be saved, I want to be understood. And if that scares you, good. It means you're still human. Me, I gave that up a long time ago. The moment I realized humanity is a costume people wear to cover their cruelty. I took mine off, and now I walk in truth. Dark, bitter, painful truth, but it's mine. And that's more than most can say. I don't need your love. I need your silence. I don't need your hand. I need your distance. Because I'm not trying to fit into your world anymore. I'm building my own. One scream at a time. One scar at a time. One broken dream at a time. And when it's done, when this kingdom of chaos rises, I won't ask for a crown. I'll wear the fire like a halo, and they will remember me, not as a villain, not as a victim, but as the voice they tried to silence, the laugh they couldn't ignore, the storm they didn't see coming. You know what no one tells you? That healing hurts more than the wound, that moving on feels like betrayal when the past still breathes inside you. People love to say, time heals all wounds, but they forget to mention that some clocks don't tick anymore. Mine broke the day I realized no one ever really comes back for you. You can scream into the void, and all you'll hear is your own ego mocking you. They don't hear you. They hear what they want to believe about you. And belief is dangerous. Belief paints monsters where mirrors used to be. They never ask why the monster cries. They only ask who it hurt. I never wanted revenge. I wanted silence. I wanted the voices to stop clawing at my skull. I wanted one moment, just one, where I didn't feel like I was drowning while everyone else breathed freely. But no one noticed. They never do. You can be dying right in front of them, and they'll compliment your posture. You can be shattered to pieces, and they'll admire your reflection, because people love the idea of pain. As long as it's not theirs, they'll quote your suffering, write poems about it, hang it on their walls. But live it. No, never. That's too real, too much. And I've always been too much, too loud, too intense, too honest. But maybe the truth is supposed to hurt. Maybe it's supposed to burn. Maybe that's the price of clarity. The clearer you see the world, the darker it becomes. I've looked into the abyss and it didn't scare me. It welcomed me. It whispered things I already knew. That hope is a drug. That love is a leash. That happiness is the lie we sell ourselves just to make it through the day. They want peace. Then stop pretending. Stop lying. Stop painting smiles on corpses and calling it joy. I stopped apologizing for who I am when I realized no one ever apologized for breaking me. They just moved on. Left me there with the mess and the memories. Left me with ghosts that never sleep and shadows that never leave. But I stayed. I built something in that wreckage. Something real, something raw, not beautiful, not perfect, but mine. And that's more than they'll ever have. Because you can't build a soul on a lie. You can't fake survival. You either crawl through hell or you don't. You either bleed or you don't. And me, every day, every second. And somehow, I kept laughing. Not because it was funny, but because it was the only sound I had left. The only weapon, the only shield. My laugh became the wall between me and a world that never cared. They say I lost my mind. But no, this world stole it, piece by piece, smile by smile, goodbye by goodbye, until all that remained was this, a voice, a story. And now I speak not to be heard, but to be remembered, not as a warning, but as a reminder that we are not born broken. We are made this way, by silence, by shame, by cruelty dressed as love. So the next time you look into someone's eyes, really look. You might see the fire flickering. You might hear the scream under the laugh. And if you do, don't run. Don't turn away. Just know it's already too late. The darkness has already learned your name.